In this video, we will discuss about the Nusselt number, which is fundamental for fluid mechanics. It is a dimensionless quantity and used to define the boundary conditions of fluid flow. It is a ratio of molecular mean free path to the any physical length scale that can be your size of domain. But generally, to define the Nusselt number, we do not have a mean free path always. However, it can be defined in terms of Mach number and Reynolds number that we generally have. So to define in terms of Mach number and Reynolds number, first we are defining the dynamic viscosity in terms of thermal velocity and mean free path. So please refer to my another video to see how this form comes for dynamic viscosity. Then thermal viscosity is directly proportional to the thermodynamic temperature, and Kb is the Boltzmann constant, m is the molecular mass. Then putting thermal velocity in equation 2, we can get the lambda, and dividing this lambda by L will give the Nusselt number. So that is equation 5. Then Mach number is a ratio of speed of an object to the speed of sound. Speed of sound can be written in terms of gamma, that is heat specific ratio. R is the universal Gauss constant, T is the temperature, and M is the molar mass. That can be written in terms of Boltzmann constant as it. The Reynolds number is a ratio of inertial forces to the viscous forces. Then the ratio of Mach number to the Reynolds number will be equation 9. Then we can put the A value, that is speed of sound, and dividing or multiplying this by this quantity will give the Nusselt number by comparing with the equation 5. So the Nusselt number in terms of Mach number and Reynolds number is equation 12 that we can easily find out for a flow. Then next, how the different boundary conditions are defined for a flow based upon Nusselt number. We can see here. For a low Nusselt number, that is less than 10 to the power minus 3, it is called a continuous medium where particle-particle collisions are very frequently, and macroscopic properties such as velocity, density, and pressure, temperature can be defined. For example, like flow in a pipe or channel flow or flow around an airfoil. Okay. Then for a range of Nusselt number in between 10 to the power minus 3 to 0.1, these are called slip flow. Okay. So this cartoon here shows the continuous flow, and here at the boundary, no slip boundary condition will be satisfied, where and throughout the flow, interparticle collisions are much more. In slip flow, there is no, that is, there will be velocity at the walls. No slip boundary conditions will not be satisfied, and a fluid particle can travel maximum half of the domain size before colliding with another particle. For range of Nusselt number in between 0.1 to 10, these are called transitional flow, and individual particles are tracked to get the statistical properties. And for Nusselt number greater than 10, their interparticle collision is very less. That is why these are called contactless free molecules or Nusselt flow. And these are the cases for low pressure cases, such as molecular distillation, particle accelerators, and in outer space, etc. So for transitional flow, a particle can travel from one side of the boundary to the another before colliding with another particles. However, in Nusselt flow, maximum all of the particles can travel from one side of domain to the another before colliding with another particles. Then this cartoon shows which equations can be used for a range of Nusselt number, given Nusselt number. So for low Nusselt number range, these are called the Euler equations, which are Navier-Stokes equation with zero viscosity and thermal conductivity. Then up to zero point 0.1 of Nusselt number, we can use Navier-Stokes equation with no slip or slip conditions. And in transitional flow, we use Burnett equations. And for high Nusselt number case, there are no closed form of equations. However, Boltzmann equations can be used for all ranges of Nusselt number.